Right now, you're listening to me on the Retekess TG101, a 16-bit 48 kHz condenser microphone with two pickup patterns targeted at live streamers, gamers, and more. So in this video, I'll take you through everything you need to know about this microphone, and so you can be sure if the TG101 is for you. As usual, Retekess did send over the TG101, and though this video is paid, Retekess have no say in this. They don't even get to see this video before it goes online. Before I talk about the TG101, I thought it would be good to talk about the company Retekess. Retekess, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Retekess specializes in the production and research of wireless audio devices, offering professional solutions. The lineup includes service calling systems, guest pagers, intercom settings, radios, and a lot more. I'll leave a link in the description to the company website so you can take a look for yourself. Now, the TG101 is a very interesting microphone, and right now you're listening to the TG101 through my iPad Pro, which is just here, which is connected via USB-C cable, and I'm just recording to the Voice Memo app in the lossless uncompressed format. And of course, there is no effect or processing. I also think the sound quality coming from this mic is very solid from my previous test. Honestly, I was impressed listening back at what I recorded when I first tested it. Throughout this video, I will not be applying any form of EQing so that you can hear how it sounds. And I've also set my gain to around, I think it's 12 o'clock. Well, on the microphone, I've set it between somewhere around 10, 11 o'clock, not 12. To features and build quality. If I take this microphone out of the arm, just 1 minute. So I'm not taking the microphone out of the microphone arm, which is just to my left here. Let me move it out of frame. If you can see, the studio I'm recording in is currently very untidy. I'm just trying to change the way my setup is. Usually the table will be on this side, but I moved it here. So this is how it looks without the windscreen on. You can see it has some RGB light, and I have it in the Cardoid mode. So I'm speaking through where the microphone should be picking up my voice from. On the bed of the mic, there are two knobs. Let me just put back the windscreen. There are two knobs, and one of the knobs doubles as a clicker. More on that later on in this video. There's also where you speak through, which is where I'm speaking through, a USB-C port at the back, a 3.5mm TRS port on the right side for real-time audio monitoring, and the part where you can use to rig up the mic. All in all, this is a very solidly built microphone with an all-metallic body made to withstand falls, scratches, and wear. The top control allows you to switch from the cardioid, where the mic would mostly capture audio, from the front where you have the knobs, and then when rotated to the extreme right, it switches to the omnidirectional mode, red for when it's muted, green cardioid, and blue for omnidirectional. The second smaller knob, which also doubles as a button, is used to adjust the gain level when monitoring audio. When pressed in, you instantly mute the mic, which I think is quicker than having to use the knob at the top. So I'll do a quick test to show you that you can just easily mute it. So my test 1 to 3, my test 1 to 3, and that was just easy. Now I have it out of the mic arm, and the reason why I have it just so you can see or hear how it sounds while holding it. If it's picking up anything from, so I'm basically just tapping it. What do you guys think? Now, for price and what's in the box, the TG101 is priced at $54.99 at the time of making this video and can be bought directly from the Retekess website, eBay, and more. I'll leave links down below in case you're interested. In the box, which is this box, that's the box, you get the mic itself, which comes with a windscreen. You get a USB-C to A cable. I'm not using this cable because it's USB-C to A cable, and I thought I'll just bypass having to connect a dongle to my iPad. So maybe Retekess in the future, you can include USB-C to C cables. Well, not necessary, but maybe an adapter, USB-C to A adapter. So for now, I just have a different USB-C to C cable I just plug into my iPad, bypassing the use of this cable. There's also a spider-looking, I kind of like it, mic stand. They can just attach it directly to the mic here. You can have it in your decks with it pointing forward to you. So you can have it in such a way that maybe you're doing a podcast and you have the mic in the middle, because it's also an omnidirectional mic and it captures audio from all speakers. So this would be handy in maybe a conference meeting or of the sort. And then the manual. So this also comes in the box, which is easy and For some weird reason, the quality of the paper feels and looks good. For Plosive Test, this is the sound of the microphone without the windscreen attached. Peter Piper pitched the podcast. That's coming from the amazing Tom Box. And with the top windscreen now installed, Peter Piper pitched the podcast. What do you think? Setting up to use the TG101 is super easy. Plug in the USB-C cable into the mic and the other end into your recording device, a PC, laptop, mobile phone, or tablet. Make sure to select the microphone input. If you're on PC, make sure or maybe a MacBook or an Apple computer, make sure to select the TG101 and the output as the TG101 if you want to monitor in real time. More on this very soon. Now know that if you're using like an iOS device, mobile device, when you first plug it in, the device will first of all ask you if it's a headphone or other device. Just select other device and it should be fine. Now, back to real-time monitoring. I have noticed that you cannot monitor when using this with like a mobile device unless you're using a PC where you can directly set your output or your speaker output to the microphone. Now, on that, when using an iOS device or maybe a tablet, an Android device, you can monitor what you have recorded after recording, not in real time. So if I play like a movie or video or social media on, so like I mentioned that you cannot monitor in real time what you're recording if you have this connected to an iOS device or mobile device. But what you can do is, if you have it connected, you can plug in your earphones and listen back to what you've recorded after recording. Or you can go on the internet, maybe YouTube, and play a video and you can listen back on what is being played on your device. When the knob of this microphone is set to the cardiac position, this is how it sounds. So I'm speaking directly into the mic with the knob set, pointed at around 10-11 o'clock in the cardiac position. Let me show you. And now I will switch it to the omnidirectional part. So I'll switch it to like 2 o'clock and that's it. So I'm speaking, mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. I'll go back to the cardoid position. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3, and I'll turn around. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. Was there any difference? I'll go to the omnidirectional mode. I'll set it to around 2 o'clock. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. Mic test 1 to 3. So this is handy if you have it in omnidirectional mode and like in a meeting or a conference with few people around the mic. You can have it set on a tripod like I earlier mentioned, and it can capture audio from all angles. And if I was speaking and I went to the mute position, it would just mute myself. And now I'm back to the cardoid mode. Now another thing about rotating the top dial is that if you are more to the cardoid position, so I rotate to the cardoid position, that increases the level or the gain of the microphone. I'll just do mic test 1 to 3 and I'll be reducing it. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. And mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. And I'm now in the highest gain level in carried position. I'll just move it a bit to say 2 o'clock just to reduce the gain of the mic. Now, a potential upgrade to this microphone could be the ability to still be able to monitor the audio being captured, whether you have it connected to a computer or a mobile device. That's the only thing I would love to see in a future upgrade or model. And then maybe, just maybe, an XLR output. All in all, I'm very pleased and confident in this microphone, especially with a budget price of just $54.99. There's no beating this quality. You can hardly find another microphone on the market, even though I've reviewed a lot of microphones with such a build quality and audio quality for such a price. Most of them are usually just made out of plastic. Remember, you can use the purchase links down below in the description. I'll see you in the next video. I'm your filmmaker. Peace.